Hello, what's up, guy? And welcome back to our video lesson today. And nice to see you. In this today video lesson, we'll share with you all about yeah the points that is continued from last week. So before I let you know to this new point, please tell me that you studied last week together. What was it about? Who can tell me? If you know, if someone knows about uh, yeah the points that we studied last week, please pause the video and also answer. Okay, last week we studied about the Europeans and the rest of the world, right? Yeah, the Europeans and the rest of the world. So I have and also have some vocabulary to ask you to review all of you a little bit. So the first one you can see here, assertic. Yeah, assertic. What is assertic? Assertic means unusual and often exciting because of coming or seeming to come from far away, especially a tropical country. Yeah, for example, like exotic birds or exotic animals. Yeah, and about the next one is the commodity. Yeah, commodity. What is commodity? A substance or product. Yeah, a substance, a product, but the noun is a substance, a product that can be traded. Yeah, bought or sold. Yes, and about yeah, granted monopoly. Yeah, granted monopoly. Granted monopolies. If we talk about to the word, grant, it means agree or admit. Yeah, grant, agree, admit to someone that something is true. If we talk about to grant monopoly, it means in our Khmer language, yeah. And here, monopoly, complete control of something, especially in the area of business, so that others have no share. Yeah, and wondrous. Yeah, wondrous, extremely and surprisingly good. Yeah, ocha. And stumble upon. Yeah, stumble upon, to discover something by chance or to meet someone by chance. Chụp the chai đón. Yeah. So that's all to review all of you about the vocabulary in this old point. So my question I would like to ask all of you, you studied already about this point last week. So I have one question to ask everybody right now. So listen together. If someone know about the answer for this question, you can pause the video and then learn to answer or try to answer my question. And after, you can press to the bottom to listen to the answer together. So my question is, what was the most important source of revenue, for states in the early modern Europe? Again, what was the most important source of revenue for states in early modern Europe? Yes. Who can answer? Yeah. The thing that was the more important in the early modern Europe for this the source of revenue for the states, it was the trade. Yeah, it was a trade. So look up to this point. Yeah. Yes. Wait. Here. As previously mentioned, trade was an important source of revenue for state in early modern Europe, and no trade was more lucrative, than the trade with East Asia. Yes, and the European had developed a taste for For East Asian goods already in the Middle Ages, for spices all above, but also for silk and other exotic commodity. Yeah, commodity. So if I move on to the new points. Yeah, here start from this point together. Uh, yeah, again the same week. Yeah, the same as each week. Everybody have to learn about the new vocabulary, the new words, the new term in the text. So the first word, irrevocably. Yeah, irrevocably. Irrevocably is, I mean, impossible to change. Yeah, impossible to change. It means ដោយមិនអាចប្រកែកបាន or ជាស្ថាពរ yeah, irrevocably, irrevocably, irrevocably. And manufacture, manufacture, to produce, yeah, to produce goods in large numbers, usually in a factory using machines. Yeah, manufacture. It means ផលិត yeah. And steam, yeah, steam, the hot, yeah, the hot gas, yeah, the hot gas that is produced when water boils. Yeah, ចំហាយទឹក yeah. Engage, engage, to make one part of a machine fit into and move together with another part of a machine. Thatចូល, yeah. Engage. Large scale, yeah, large scale. Large scale describe an event or activity that is large or small in size. Yeah, in size. ចំនួនដ៏ច្រើន large scale. Flood, yeah, flooded. To fill the flood, sorry, to fill or enter a place in large number or amount. Yeah, flooded. Hole here, ឬពោពេញ yes. And economic imperatives, economic imperatives, yeah, economic imperative ភាពចាំបាច់នៃសេដ្ឋកិច្ច yeah. Renewed interest, renewed interest, renewed interest means ចាប់អារម្មណ៍ជាថ្មី yes, renewed interest. And or one more we can say that ចំណាប់អារម្មណ៍ជាថ្មី Commerce, commerce, the activities involved in buying and selling things. ពាណិជ្ជកម្ម yeah, commerce. Second to none, second to none, as good as or better than all others. Yeah. All គ្មានពីរ or we can say that all lucky. Yeah. Second to none. Second to none. Before long, soon, yeah, it means soon, soon, sorry. ឆាប់ឆាប់មិនយូរប៉ុន្មាន yeah. And by means of something, by mean, yeah, by means, it means that តាមរយៈ yeah. Don't forget to take out your notebook, pen or pencil to write into your notebook. Don't forget and try to answer, try to translate after my translation in each word and my pronunciation to the words. Yeah. And move on to the next one, two words. Yeah, two words. Two words. Two words. In the direction, yeah, in the direction of or closer to someone or something. ឆ្ពោះទៅមុខ towards. Scramble, yeah, scramble. Scramble, a hurried attempt, yeah, attempt to get something, yeah, hurried to attempt to get something. And aggressive, yeah, aggressive, determined to win or succeed, and using forceful action to win or to achieve success, sorry. ឈ្លានពាន aggressive. And the next one, Exception. Yeah, exception. Someone or something that is not included in a rule, group, or list, or that does not have, does not behave in the, in the expected way. Yeah, ការលើកលែង yeah, exception. Yeah, ostensibly appearing or claiming to be one thing when it is really something else ដែលអាចមើលឃើញច្បាស់ yeah, ostensibly. Presents. Yeah, presents the fact that someone or something is in a place. Yeah, what the mean. Yeah, what the mean presents. Grant. Yeah, grant, to give or allow someone something, usually in a, in an official way.ទទួលស្គាល់ yeah, grant. Climate here I mean refer to situation, the general development of a situation, or the situation, feelings, or and opinions that exist at a particular time. It's similar to situation. Yeah, ស្ថានភាពឬស្ថានភាព and yeah, decolonization. Yeah, sorry, decolonization mean the process. Yeah, the process in which a country that was previously a colony, when controlled by another country, becomes politically independent. Yeah, decolonization. Yeah, and take hold. Yes, it from take hold. Yes, it pairs of take. Yeah, took. Sorry, take hold. If someone takes hold, it gains complete control or influence over a person or thing. Yeah, ចាប់យកឬក្តោបក្តាប់ yeah, take hold. And this word, let's learn to pronounce together. Yeah, yeah, paraphernalia. Yeah, paraphernalia. All the objects needed for or connected with a particular activity. It synonyms to the word equipment, stuff, or things. Yes. របស់របរវត្ថុ អញ្ចឹងណា yes, something like that. And statehood. Yeah, actually this word we studied already for the previous slide. The status of being a recognized independent nation, ភាពជារដ្ឋ and live up to something. Yeah, it's actually live up to something, to be as good as something. ឲ្យល្អដូច yeah, ធ្វើឲ្យល្អដូច yes. And deals. Yeah, deal I mean a principle or ways of behaving that is of very high standard. ឧត្តមគតិ ideals. Yeah, ideals. ឧត្តមគតិ In conclusions, contemporary, existing or happening now, បច្ចុប្បន្ន yes, similar to present. And simultaneously, at the same time, ក្នុងពេលដំណាលគ្នា ក្នុងពេលតែមួយ yeah, simultaneously, pronoun is simultaneously. And disastrous. Yeah, disastrous. Yes, right. Disaster is simply bad or unsuccessful. It means Mahandra. Yeah. And ferocious, frightening or violent. So how or គួរឲ្យខ្លាច Colonizer, a country that sends settlers to a place or establishes political control over it. Yeah, អាណានិគម yeah. And devastating. Yeah, devastating. devastating event causing a lot of damage or destruction, like applying to a cold cut, something like that. Yes. And enduring, yeah, enduring, uh, existing for a long time. Thật thề dù won't wane, yeah, enduring. Thank you. That's all. Uh, we studied, yeah, we studied the vocabulary already. So now let's move to read together. Yeah, start from this point together. Look at here. It was only in the 19th century in that relation between Europe and the rest of the world were irrevocably transformed. Yeah, transformed. The reason is above all to be found in economic changes taking place in Europe itself. At the end of the 18th century, new ways of manufacturing goods were invented, which made use of machines powered by steam and later by electricity. Yeah, and later by electricity. The new ways of manufacturing. Let's move to above again. New ways of manufacturing goods were invented. Yeah, manufacturing goods. Yeah, were invented, which made use of machines powered by steam and later by electricity, which made it possible to engage in large-scale factory production. As a result of this so-called industrial revolution, the Europeans could produce, yeah, many more things and do it far more efficiently. Yeah, efficiently. As cheap mass-produced goods flooded European markets, the Europeans began looking for new markets overseas. They also needed raw materials for their factories, which in many cases only could be found outside of Europe. The economic imperatives meant that the Europeans took a renewed interest in world trade. This time it was the British who took the lead. Yeah, who took the lead. It was in Britain that the Industrial Revolution had started, and the British, an island nation with a long history of international commerce, had a navy second to none. Yeah, second to none. Before long, they had established commercial outposts. Yeah, outpost. Oh, I forgot to explain you or give you the translation for this outpost. Let's look at this outpost. Outpost, it means place, especially a small groups of building or a town that represents the authority or business interest of government or company that is far away. Cần lái cho trường. Yeah, cần lái cho trường outpost. From Canada to South Africa and Australia, but it was India that became the most important colony. The commercial outpost and colonial settlement soon grew in size as the British sought to protect, their economic investment by means of military force. Yeah, by military force. Towards the end of the 19th century, other European countries joined in this scramble for colonies, not least in Africa. Colonial possessions became symbols of great power, status, and the new European nation state often prove themselves to be very aggressive colonizers. France added West Africa and Indochina to its growing empire, and the Germans and Italians also joined. the rest once their respective countries were unified. This explains how, by the times of the First World War in 1914, most parts of the world were in European hands. There were some exceptions to this rule: China, Japan, Siam, Persia, Ethiopia, and Nepal, among others. But even in these ostensibly independent countries, the Europeans had a strong presence. Strong presence. What the mean? The fact that someone or something is in a place present. But this was not how the European ways of organizing international relations came to expand to the came to spread to the rest of the world, at least not directly. After all, a colonized country is the very opposite of sovereign states. The colonized peoples had no nation states and enjoyed no self-determination. It were instead through the process of liberating themselves from the colonizers that the European models were copied. Since the European only would grant sovereignty to states that were similar to their own, the yeah the only way to become independent was to become independent on Europe terms. To create such Europe-like states was thus the project in which all non-European political leaders engaged. Once once they finally made themselves independent in the decades after the Second World War, as an international climate of decolonization took hold. All new states had a similar form. They had their respective territories and fortified borders. They their own capitals, armies, foreign ministry, flags, national anthems, and all the others. Peripheral nature of European statehood. Whether there was three alternative non-European ways of organizing a state and its foreign relations was never discussed. Whether it made sense for the newly independent states to try to live up to European ideals was never discussed either. This briefly is how the modern world was made. Okay, in this conclusion, the last point. In this chapter, we focused to Europe's thin contemporary international politics, for good and for bad, was shaped by European and by non-European copying European examples. This is a story of how the state emerged as a sovereign actor in the late Middle Ages by simultaneously rejecting the traditional claims made by universal and local institutions. It is a story of how the state went on to strengthen its power by means of bureaucracies and armies. The European state was always competing with each other, and while the military competition had this disastrous effect in terms of human suffering, the economic competition that took place was a spur to development and social change. In the course of the 19th century, the state was transformed into a nation state in which, in theory at least, the people as a whole were in charge. Were in charge. There were great hopes the nation state would be more peaceful in their relation one another, with one another. Uh, but this hope was soon dashed. Yeah, it dashed. It was damaged soon. Nation states were ferocious colonizers, and in the 20th century, the world as a whole suffered through two devastating world wars and came to the brink of nuclear Armageddon during the Cold War. In the 21st century, there are once again hopes for a better future, but as long as the European state system, now the international system, yes, now it's called international system. In the past, it's called European state system, but now it's called the yeah international system. Yeah, the international system. Last or long enduring peace is unlikely. That's it all. And about this, if you want to know about these orders, you can read it below here. Yeah, he is a professor. Eric Ringma is a professor in the Department of Political Science and International Relations. Yeah, and that's all for today lesson. Uh, and also we finish in the part one about the European, and don't forget to read yourself at home. Try to learn, yeah, to read, to understand in the text every day. Yeah. Goodbye. See you. Good luck.